Hello and welcome to SSB Crack Exams. This is Hemant and now we are going to discuss the most important defense updates of India that will help you in your preparation for various examinations. Before beginning, I would like to tell you that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exam preparatory portal. It is one-stop solution for you to crack any defense examination including the NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army and Indian Air Force Group X and Group Y examinations. You can come on board with us and start off with your preparation in a very strategic and detailed way, and you can even follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and you can even directly visit us through our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com. You can even download our app from Google Play Store by typing SSB Crack Exams, wherein which you will have each and every information in your hand through your mobile. Before going through this defense updates, I would like to tell you about the question of the day of yesterday, and the question was, what kind of engine drives the world's fastest torpedo? And is it the liquid fuel rocket or a solid fuel rocket or a turbo ramjet or a scramjet? The answer for this is a solid fuel rocket. What is the world's fastest torpedo actually? So the VS111 Squall, it is a torpedo from the Russia. It belongs to Russia, USSR, and its descendants are all super captivating torpedoes originally developed by the Soviet Union. All of them are capable of speeds in excess of 200 knots. Generally, in our terminology, they are capable of 370 kilometers per hour of speed, and it has a very solid fuel rocket engine and thus solid fuel propellant. Actually, this particular torpedo is manufactured in Kyrgyzstan by a state-owned factory, but in 2012, the Russian government asked for a 75% ownership of the factory in their exchange for writing off the massive Kyrgyz debt to Russia. Kyrgyzstan has a lot of debt towards Russia, so instead of that, Kyrgyzstan has given the 75% ownership to Russia. In that way, this particular missile, the VA111 Squall fastest torpedo, is under the Russia's hands. So now we will discuss about the defense updates. One more thing which you remember is today in Indian Navy is a very important thing. The Vice Admiral R.D. Khatari assumed charge as the first Indian Chief of Naval Staff in 1958. His strategic vision provided a push towards self-reliance and indigenization and in formulating the blueprint for the strong force in the Indian Navy which has become today. So in the Vice Admiral R.D. Khatari became Admiral of the Indian Navy today, many years back in the year of 1958, and he is the first Indian admiral to be a part of Indian Navy like this. Before him, all the admirals were of British, and it was during his tenure the India's first aircraft carrier Vikrant was acquired and heralding a new era for the naval aviation also. And also he was the person under his tenure we even saw the participation of Vikrant in the naval operations for the liberation of Goa. The next important defense update that we are going to discuss is about the 330 flights which are being transported under the over 550 tons of medical cargo till date under Lifeline Udan program. Lifeline Udan program comes under the Ministry of Civil Aviation and the domestic sector transports, and this particular thing is associated with the transporting of essential medical cargo and equipments to the remote parts of the country to support India's war against the COVID-19. All kind of corona officers, corona warriors, which include the officers, the staff, the ground level workers, along with the key stakeholders and etc. Each and every particular person involved with the fighting with coronavirus, all of them come in work with endless energy to support in this particular program called as Lifeline Udan. More important points that you have to remember is that 200 of these particular flights have been operated by Air India and Alliance Air. A special focus has been given on the northeastern region, on the island territories and the hill areas, where all of these particular specific and strategic areas, which include the Jammu and Kashmir, the Ladakh, the northeast and the other island regions, are all primarily administered. All of the programs under the Lifeline Udan, all the equipments have been transported mostly by the Air India and the Indian Air Force. The next important thing comes under importance is about the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor of the Government of India being issuing for us the simple guidelines on COVID-19 about people living in the densely populated areas. The manual put together by the team at the Principal Security Advisor's Office, Scientific Advisor's Office, brings out on how frugal meaning how basic and how easiest, the most essential thing and but effective tools can create a large disproportionate positive impact on fighting towards the COVID-19. So Professor K. Vijay Raghavan is the present Principal Scientific Advisor he, along with his team, has released a lot of advisories and guidelines on how to tackle with COVID-19, and the main focus of him is that please go through your own community guidelines. And the main suggestion from his side is that very simple tasks like washing your hands, maintaining proper hygiene can tackle this particular virus very easily. Understanding? So the next important thing which you have to consider is about the Indian Navy continues to be mission deployed and combat ready even in these particular cases. 26 sailors who were actually placed in isolation after being tested positive for COVID-19 at Mumbai, all of them belonging to INS Angre, all of them are being under the isolation continuously, and all of them are being treated properly. All of them are being giving proper response towards the treatment, and all our naval assets continue to be mission deployed. All the Navy is as it is. It is continuing its particular strategic mission forces there, and still it is mission capable and full ready to fight the pandemic and any kinds of aggressions if they occur so. Next important topic that we are discussing is about the Indian Naval Hospital ship INHS Patanjali at the forefront of fight against COVID-19 at Karwar. INHS Patanjali at Karwar District Administration, because Karwar District Administration, they came and because a nationwide lockdown was imposed on 25th March 20, INHS Patanjali was prepared in every aspect, and it is providing each and every sort of support towards the people at Karwar. And around many patients were recorded. A team of 3 doctors are there, 9 medical staff, and along with 9 support staff has ensured 24/7 care to the 9 COVID-19 positive cases, positive patients being admitted thus far in Karwar. So along almost all of them, the very good news about is that around those 9 patients admitted at the hospital, 8 have been cured already and have been discharged so far, and only 1 patient is there, and that 1 patient will also on 16th April will also get very favorably away from the COVID-19 virus. The sources are being said like that. So this is a very positive news for us for today. The next important update for you today is that a webinar on manufacturing and other products on combating COVID-19 has been conducted. This has been conducted by the Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers, okay, in collaboration with the DRDO, that you have to remember. So it is conducted by the Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers, SIDM, in collaboration with DRDO, which is held by the Secretary of Department of Defence Research, okay, and the Chairman of DRDO, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, and Dr. G. All of these have been under the webinar. You can see the people being investigating about the topics on current affairs, issues going on in India, and what all scientifically they can provide. They are being discussing about that, and how efficiently are the products currently in India going through. All of these issues have been discussed there. And South India Textile Research Association, CITRA, and other organizations also came forward to answer various questions in this particular webinar. Next important thing you have to remember is that the defense public sector undertakings, the Ordnance Factories Board, all of them have ramped up their resources to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. So the DPSUs and the OFB have played their part in assisting the civilian administration to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. These vital institutions of Department of Defense Production and Ministry of Defense and all have channelized their resources in technical know-how and manpower to help the nation to mitigate the deadly virus. Next important thing is what does these PSUs include? These PSUs include the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, the Bharat Electronics Limited, the Bharat Dynamics Limited, Bharat Earth Movers Limited, and also the Ordnance Factory Board. And all of these are very important PSUs that are being very deeply involved in fighting with the coronavirus and providing the products that help in people. And these products are being supplied to various medical equipments and various medical establishments all over the country. Next important thing is about the ExServicemen service before self, and this we have been covering because the service has been started long back, way before, and it has been still being continuing. And ex-servicemen who belong to Army, Navy and Air Force are also coming up down. Their main motto is being said about like service is always before self. Even after getting retired, their willpower to work for the nations is completely, obviously, tremendously appreciable for us, and we have to learn a lot from them. And it is being coordinated by the Department of Ex-Servicemen Welfare under the Ministry of Defense. The veterans are being contacted through the Kendriya Sainik Board and a network of 32 Rajya Sainik Boards at state level and 403 Zilla Sainik Boards all over the country. Next important issue to consider is about the exercise NCC Yogdan to fight the COVID-19. The proposal that NCC cadets be recruited at various strategic areas so that they might help the police and the other administrations that have been working in tackling the COVID-19 virus has been taken up, and the Ministry of Defence has issued different circulars on April 1st, 2020, and around 2000 cadets have already been employed in 12 states and union territories, with maximum deployment of them in Tamil Nadu, where 306 of them are performing various duties voluntarily to fight the COVID-19 virus. And as of now, this 2000 cadets, the number has been increased to 50,000 cadets, and all of these have been contributing in the exercise NCC Yogdan. What all things they are doing, sir? All of them are doing very beautiful work. Actually, they are working in traffic management and supply chain management, in preparation and packaging of food items to the needy people, and in distribution of food, and in queue management, and in social distancing, manning control centers, CCTV control rooms, and etc. And apart from this, NCC cadets are sensitizing the public against what actually COVID-19 is, and they are educating the people who are unnecessarily roaming outside wherever they are being possible. Their health is very important and all. And various social media platforms also, you might be seeing that NCC cadets spreading a word about the COVID-19 virus to stay at home and stay healthy. So this, as of now, we will come for a very quick review, and the quick review will go for the question number 1 for today, is that what is the full form of SITRA? Is it South India Trade Research or Turmeric Research or Textile Research or Tactical Research Association? The correct answer for this is C. The full form of SITRA is South India Textile Research Association. The next question is, who is the principal scientific advisor to the government of India? And the answer for this is Professor K. Vijay Raghavan. The next question is, Lifeline Udan comes under which Ministry of India? It comes, and does it come under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, or Home Ministry, or Defence Ministry, or Civil Aviation Ministry? The answer for this is Ministry of Civil Aviation. The last one is, what is the name of the service given by the NCC cadets voluntarily during the COVID-19 crisis? Is it NCC Parishram, or NCC Yogdan, or NCC Shram, or NCC COVID Battle? The correct answer for this is NCC Yogdan. INHS Patanjali is located at Karwar, Delhi, Bengaluru, or Visakhapatnam. The answer for this is Karwar. Now we will go for the question of the day. Today's question of the day is, which among the following is the first naval hospital formed in India? The first Indian naval hospital formed in India is INHS Kalyani, or INHS Ashwini, or INHS Nivarini, or INHS Patanjali. The answer for this I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. All the best, and Jai Hind.